Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for joining us for yet another another installment of Lounge 198. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to get right into it. First, I just want to check the pulse of everyone that is here right now, because today, you know, it was a kind of day where I'm not even going to lie. I don't like to complain. I like to give God glory for every day that we have, right? We're blessed to be here. However, yes. Okay? The snow, man.
Come on, man. It's springtime, man.
My dude.
It's snowing.
Professional snow shoveler. I mean, yeah, what we got today didn't stick, but it's just the audacity, though.
Yeah, my man is already ready, though. You see him. He's ready. He's ready. He's ready.
You see how I'm dressed, right?
Right.
You see how he's dressed, right?
Ice cream, ice water, iced tea, everything. Me ban all that. Me don't want ice, nothing. Me want hot coffee, hot tea, hot soup, hot food. Me don't want nothing with ice.
We are ready for
warm weather. Me don't want ice water. Me don't want nothing with ice. Me don't want me don't want AC. Me don't want nothing. Nothing cold.
For those of you that need translation.
All right.
No ice. Just to sum it all up. No more ice. No ice cold. No ice cream.
The spring.
Summer clothes. You see me? We want heat. We want 95 degrees. You understand me? We want sweat.
Yes.
All right.
This Mother Nature, who I love and respect right now, but for right now, this hoe's crazy. This hoe is full out. She's lost her mind. She's bugging. Help us.
Springtime and it's snow. It's no Tuesday. It's no today. Sunday. Yo, too much.
We're in spring.
What could be man, most people right now, they going down to Florida, they going to other places because of this weather.
I'm moving, man.
And now that you bring that up, it kind of got me to buzzing a little bit. I've been seeing it all over social media. Yeah, I'm about to head down to Florida. And look, I'm not knocking nobody. Florida is a wonderful place.
It is, absolutely.
Okay? There are a lot of wonderful things that can happen there, regardless of what your walk of life is. I went from single to family man, and I can love Florida. However, there's some things going on in Florida right now.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That don't quite agree with people of a certain gender or color, and let's just call it what it is.
Call it what it is.
Trayvon Martin, one case. I mean, and this is not stuff that just started happening.
No.
Trayvon was big.
Long time.
This gentleman, Mr. Bell, not Mr. Bell.
Is it Davis?
Davis. I'm thinking about Sean Bell. I'm thinking about Sean Bell. But that's New York. Right. But we see it's happening all over.
R.I.P. to all.
R.I.P. to all.
For real.
However, we see what's happening in Florida. So I would just say, man, if we can go to Cali, that would be a much better option for us.
What? Oh, excuse me. Speaking of Cali, in Florida, what about the Kobe thing in reference to Trayvon Martin?
Well, that's
man.
You know,
why we gotta do this? Hey, shout out.
Well, look.
Hey, I'm Lakers all day.
Yeah, you're Lakers fan.
I'm a Lakers fan all day.
Go to sister right there. So, but anyway.
In keeping up with current events, for those of you that have not seen this report, back in 2012, Kobe was interviewed. Okay, and he was interviewed about what was happening with the Trayvon Martin case.
Like today,
responding to the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually wearing
they were wearing their boots, right?
And everything.
All right, for those of you that don't know the backlog of the story, but as far as Kobe's comments, he says that he's not going to, and please, I don't want to misquote the man. I wish I had his words right in front of me.
Basically, you know, Kobe was trying to say is he don't want to, you know, people always jumping on the race wagon without knowing the full story. Just because you black.
Just because you black, he said he's not just going to jump to your defense just because you're black.
I'm not going to take any sides and respond emotionally just because.
Pretty much, that's what he said.
Just because I'm black.
But why he had to throw the heat in it though? Like.
Because all of them wore hoodies and rappers.
You know, right, but to take shot, they weren't the only one taking hoodies on. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, my thing about is this, dude. How many of y'all disagree or agree with Kobe?
Well, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, he assumed the Miami Heat was just doing it just because, we're doing it for Trayvon.
They just heard.
Right. He didn't know the circumstances.
They didn't know the circumstances or the facts.
Like, they in Miami, Florida, the state of happening. So, obviously, they're better informed than you were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
maybe.
But see, my thing about
they wasn't doing it just to say, we're doing it for Trayvon. They were just doing it just to bring it to light.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was the point I was going to try to make.
That's why I said that. Kobe.
I understood his point of view, but he was wrong in reference to making that statement about the Miami Heat, because the reason why they were wearing the hoodies and the reason why everybody were wearing the hoodies, because they were saying that Zimmerman needs to be brought to trial. They were not going to bring him to trial at all. That was the whole thing.
So
that was the whole point about the hoodie. They were just shedding the light. So, I mean, that's the only reason why I disagree with his statement, but everything else that he's saying.
Well, sometimes, I understand what I'm saying, and as far as like every time something happens with somebody black, everybody jump and say, well, because I'm black. Because, sometimes black people always say they want to earn for them thing by themselves. Them don't want you give them nothing. But then at the same time, you have some people who want them call it 40 acres and a mule. Why do you feel everybody
That's
owe
40
you?
acres and a mule.
Do you feel that white people owe you still? This didn't happen to you. It happened to your ancestors, right? So you know exactly what happened and learn from it and move forward. But you can't look back and say, you owe me. Because you wasn't even in existence. So why them owe you anything? You understand me? So, you don't want black people jump and say, yeah, this and that, black and white. But you have to realize that it still exists. Because it always exists.
And that's why it's gonna always be that way, and we're gonna always still have that problem, because even though us as a society has moved beyond that, and we have some of us have moved beyond that, that's still gonna be around because racism still exists. But just like Kobe was saying, in order for us to move on, we can't just automatically jump on the race bandwagon and just accuse somebody because it's a white and black situation and try to blame.
Well, look, here's what bothers me about Kobe Bryant. Love him as a basketball player. However, with these comments, it bothers me a little bit. He was right in saying what he's saying, and the thoughts that you guys are supporting right now, it's all right. However, the things that Kobe decides to speak out on and the nonchalant kind of way he chooses to speak out on it is what kind of bothers me. He picks and chooses his times the wrong way. And the time to really embrace blackness, I've only seen him do when he's accused of rape. And it bothers me.
I'm pretty sure when
his blackness then, though.
When that went down, I'm pretty sure.
He didn't embrace his blackness.
Here's my thing. For me,
it's ridiculous.
Him at this point coming out and saying what he's saying, the way he's saying it, is a very, very, very insensitive thing to do. He would not be doing it if he had a lot of scrutiny on him for something right now. It's amazing how humble we can get. Why not walk with that same humility as if we are being under the same amount of scrutiny that he was under?
Will you be humble? You don't got to be humble when you average 30 a night. You don't have to be humble.
You can be a Joe Smo and don't have to be humble, though.
When you are the best basketball player not named Michael Jordan,
it's your choice. It's your choice.
All I'm saying is,
it's a matter of choice.
If you are the best basketball player not named Michael Jordan, you might not be humble at times.
Yo, me like how you said not named Michael Jordan. Yo,
not named Michael Jordan.
Here's the problem, though. If a judge hears the way you're talking right now,
yes,
the next superstar that goes in front of him has no chance.
Well, that's superstar needs to work on their left hand. You need to work on your left hand and your right hand and work on your post game. And go see Hakeem like Kobe did, okay? So that way the judge will see things in your favor.
Oh, hold on, nigga, man. Calm down.
You hear that, America? You hear that, America? America, do you hear that? Woo! And the sad thing is, I can't even argue with it.
But to the point, bro, I'm pretty sure that, when Kobe got in this beef, a lot of black folks was on his side. Maybe, we're doing the same thing for Trayvon, some doing the same thing for Trayvon, but at the same time,
that's true.
We jumped him like, we said Kobe didn't do it. We said Kobe didn't do it.
We didn't even know the facts. Right. We just knew
he ain't saying nothing about that.
He was charged with rape, and it was a white girl,
right?
And she had some shady past, and we was like, he ain't do that.
Right.
And we didn't hear all the facts. So, I mean, we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. But
he has an opinion.
Why is it though that you can do that for Kobe, the basketball player, but Kobe can't do that for Trayvon, the slain boy, and just say, I don't know all the facts, but he was done wrong. Well, now, I will say in Kobe's defense, and this has to be said, after the trial was done, he did say though that
Trayvon was wrong.
So I do have to go on the record saying that.
He cleared it up, and he spoke on it. He said that, he definitely thinks that Trayvon was wrong in the situation.
But he had
an 17-year-old was slain.
What he said, the Trayvon situation. We were saying the Trayvon situation was wrong, right?
No, he said Trayvon was wrong.
He said wrong in the situation.
Wrong. Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
But you know what? This just goes back to the people who hire George Zimmerman. Make sure you hire somebody who can fight a child. You can't fight a child, you shouldn't get a gun. Plain and simple. You can't fight a child. Why should you protect me? Right. You can't fight a child. You want a gun?
Hey, man,
come on,
hey, man. You seen World Star, man? Hey, man, them black boys, they punch hard.
Well, look.
Yeah, just know that you're a public figure, Kobe, and most of the things that you say and do are all documented throughout your life. So, we can see your progressions and changes. I will say, though, that for a man that has a son, the way a man projects himself as an athlete when he messes up and when he spectates and comments on certain things that can cause controversy, my child is seeing that, man. So, and then you snitching on Shaq and Karl Malone.
5 rings, man. Don't pay no
Instead of eating your penalty for cheating on your wife and getting caught, then you start snitching on Karl Malone and Shaq.
Come on.
Take your penalty by yourself. No one shared your orgasm with you when you bust that chick down. So no one should share your consequences. Sorry. Anyway.
All right.
Here's how we gonna end it. He's a great athlete. We appreciate him for that. And I appreciate in advance your maturation as a man as well.
Rap records, dog. I got your vinyl records, son. I'm a fan.
He's not the only athlete. He's not the only athlete we're gonna cover today. So let's make some room.
All right.
Since we started on some current events, let's keep up with current events then. Desean Jackson.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
This guy.
Recently,
Man.
Yeah.
Got released from Philadelphia, and they could have shopped him for a great player. Okay, in return, they said, and I quote, they said they don't want their problem to become someone else's problem, so they're gonna release him.
Okay, I got some of the detail.
Okay.
Some of the detail. Even when I was watching that thing with Stephen A. Smith and them, but what's the full detail on his story? Like, what's the full story?
Well, they didn't want same thing that happened in New England, so-called might happen again.
With the Aaron Hernandez situation, as far as like having gang ties,
about the gang ties
and associating with people,
and that's all I've heard about it.
But what I'm saying is,
but how did they know that he was affiliated with a gang?
Yeah, a couple of pictures on Instagram.
He had a few pictures with some questionable
characters.
I think I see what you're getting.
Who allegedly have open homicide cases right now.
All right.
So and then him always show up gang sign in a certain situation on the field, and that's just a big fat no.
Let's take all the facts.
On the field.
We love Desean Jackson as a football player.
Who loves Desean Jackson?
Huh?
You do?
Alright, come on. Even if you hate him, you love him.
I don't
because he probably dogged your team or burnt one of your
TVs. He has not. We are Steelers fans over here.
Either you love him or you love to hate him as a player.
Steelers.
But let's look at all the facts here. Let's look at all the facts, though. Let's look at all the facts, okay? I mean, how is it that he is seen by people that he works with gang members? Is that protecting your celebrity? Or is that just tossing your celebrity to the wolves at that point?
I mean, that's the thing right now. This is a new day and age, man, as far as like social media and as far as what the league will tolerate. Getting back to what Bear was saying with the whole Aaron Hernandez situation. These teams invest millions of dollars in you, man, and don't think that they're not going to do their research on y'all. They can go to Google Images. They can go to Instagram. And if you feel as though these are your friends, I'm not knocking nobody for sticking by their friends. You know, if that's what you want to do, cool. But at the same token, remember, you're employed by somebody who has the right to say, you know what, I don't like your friends, and you no longer have to be employed by us.
Okay, but now listen. Now, from my understanding, has he ever done anything far in football? Did he ever score a touchdown, throw up gang signs?
Oh yeah. He's thrown up a few alleged gang signs.
Okay, then what's the problem with them laying them off? I mean, I understand why they did what they did.
How we know what that sign mean? How we know it's a gang sign, man? He could be throwing up a sign for
it all boils down
for free.
I'm sorry. Was it stated that someone had a problem with him being released from Philly? Did someone have a problem with that?
No, it's just they just gave him $50 million contract a year or 2 years ago.
Nobody.
Pretty young.
Job, man.
I have a problem with this. I have a problem with it based on the fact of he's not a criminal, meaning he hasn't been charged with anything ever.
Okay.
So now you're gonna release me just by association?
Listen, yes, let me tell you why.
Okay, I got a problem with that. Go ahead.
Let me tell you why. Because it's the NFL. You don't have to be charged, but your image does matter. And you got to understand the things that you do and they allow you as a player and tolerate you to do represents them also.
Right.
So if you're throwing gang signs and you're doing things of that nature and the NFL is allowing you to do that, then the NFL is basically promoting gang activity.
Don't throw a gang sign after a touchdown, people. Young athletes.
But my thing is this, and to make it so bad is, and it's a lot to deal with, our culture. These guys, they come from hard backgrounds, and it's a time when you gotta throw away those childish things and become a man. Once you get inside that star, that fame, and you actually start being a celebrity, even if you don't want to be, you're a public figure.
It's true, man.
That same.
But you know what?
But on the other side of the page, though, right? You know, if you know these people from you was young to now, you're a grown man and you was loyal or you was friends with them. Right now, if you're several times with them, could be a fatal move.
Okay. Well then, guess what? You need to learn how to Jay-Z yourself. Jay-Z grew up around that stuff, but what he already knew, his business and where he was going at, those people who act like that, never displayed or put him in a situation where he can even be targeted by the media or targeted by anybody else.
True.
They need to learn how to do that.
In other words, if your friends are really your friends, regardless of what their background is, if they know that they're in a shady background, if you know you're a gang member and you know one of your peoples is now in the league, man, you got to be the ones to drop back. Because you should want your man to be able to be successful in his profession. You know what I mean? So don't look at him like
not saying he got to cut you off.
He got to cut you off, but y'all got to step back so that he can flourish, and his win is still gonna be your win.
Yeah, you eat too. So
you know what I mean? But yeah, it's kind of getting to that point now, man.
If there's a certain environment that you're ready to be in, and a certain lifestyle that you want to have, then you have to take all that comes with it.
Exactly.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure it's not just the gang ties or whatever. It's all. My opinion is, that it's all about the money thing, and far as allegedly Chip Kelly and him being in the locker room, like, he's pretty young. He's not washed up.
Yeah.
He put up numbers.
He made a Pro Bowl last year.
Right. He put up numbers: 1,300 yards, 82 receptions.
Right.
He's want them skinny. Let's go. But I'm just saying that.
And that's why I'm glad this happened, because he's gonna bounce back. He's gonna be fine.
Hopefully.
And no, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna lose a lot of money. He's He's already lost money.
Snyder got that
That's
money.
a couple more $1 million that he lost. So
I hated you when he was with the Eagles.
Okay.
Snyder got that money. Come on.
If anything, he gains more from this than he loses. He'll get back those endorsements. He'll get back the millions. He'll get back all his money. In the end, though, he's not losing anything. He's gaining a good lesson. He needs this lesson.
Hopefully he'll get it back. We have seen a lot of players actually come back off of situations, but it's hard to come back.
And he deserves to have that hardness.
He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude,
He
man.
can do it.
He's a good dude. So
hopefully him just
I believe he's gonna bounce back.
and just tell your friend them, yo.
He's just gonna feed the people.
He's gonna
let me tell you something. Mike Vick didn't bounce all the way back. Allen Iverson didn't bounce all the way back.
Mike Vick did bounce.
Mike bounce.
Mike bounce.
Them come back and lost my
his injuries didn't allow him to fully bounce back.
What Mike Vick do to the Redskins in comeback? I mean, hate him, but the man wicked.
He's a Redskin fan, speaking hurt right now.
Okay, now the Eagles. The only thing is, if you want to release him, just release him. Don't throw in the gang ties and all that. Hey, he doesn't fit out. He doesn't fit what we're trying to do right now. It just
because they have to, because they want to make other people well. No, because listen, why? If you already see a potential problem with a player, why hide it from the other teams and then send him?
They did say
somewhere else.
So they don't want their problem to become someone else's problem. They said that,
and I'm glad. Yes, because evidently they seen something that was a problem.
But that's to them. What's that to you? You said evidently.
He's not no. Listen, he's not no bench player. He's a star.
Think
about the talk they had to have before they thought about releasing him. He's a valuable key player on their team. So this wasn't no regular bum who just ride the bench and they like, get rid of him. They had to have a serious talk. So evidently, whatever he's involved in, they must have some solid evidence to release him.
Stuff in there. They threw in some poor work ethic.
He's uncoachable in the locker room. I mean,
that was just
but guess what? All that
is fluff to me. All of that is fluff. Now that's the nonsense of it. The stuff that needed to be said was said, and if people were gonna come and ask them why they did that, and they had to let it be known. And guess what? From this man's standpoint, I understand, because you're saying, well, what does it mean to you? They should feel that way, but what does it mean to us? If I gotta play that game, you gotta play that game. I don't care how many millions you make.
Yes.
Okay? Because if I go to a regular company and I'm not getting paid millions of dollars to do what I do, and what I do can probably save more lives than what you do. You know what I mean? And I'm not to hate on no athletes, but there's a game to be played out here. All of us gotta play it.
That's right.
You're not excluded. You know?
That's right. Athletes gotta realize that, man.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Definitely. Gotta play that game.
Y'all gotta smarten up, man. Young black athletes.
Yes, and you notice that the traits of not being coachable. Allen Iverson had that problem. I'm sorry. I know I keep talking about Allen Iverson, but because of that type of arrogant attitude, and if anybody else carry it, the leagues don't play. The leagues don't play with that.
Just a segue. Honestly, man, y'all start letting your kids play baseball, man.
They make real money. My God,
guaranteed money.
And longer careers.
And longer careers, man.
And less aches and pains when they
put these baseball bats and gloves in your kids' hands, man.
Don't afraid that the game is a good game.
Alright, I got it on. Hey, look, they don't know I'm doing this. Hey, look, y'all make sure y'all tune in next time for the next episode of Lounge 198. Forgot to mention that all the views and opinions expressed by each individual are solely by who they are expressed by. Thank you so much once again, and tune in for the next episode of Lounge 198, baby. Chill.